From ghosts caught on camera to disturbing footage no one was supposed to see, and haunted dolls that move on their own, these unsettling clips will give you nightmares. In 2023, a man was sitting by his window when he noticed an old woman standing outside in the bushes. Her face looked strange, and her eyes locked onto his with a weird stillness. She seemed disturbed, as though something dark and unnatural was inside her. For several minutes, she stood motionless, staring up at him. Was she simply an elderly woman lost in the place, or could something far more alarming be controlling her? It was maybe a spirit, a curse, or a shadow from another world. What do you say? Figure with horns. A ghost hunter filming for his paranormal series went to a notorious location known for eerie encounters. As he explored the dark surroundings, a strange creature emerged from the shadows. It had 2 long, twisted horns, thick black hair, and a face twisted bizarrely. The creature stood directly across from him, its eyes fixed on him with a haunting stare. The ghost hunter felt terror as he thought this was an ancient spirit tied to the land, or a creature beyond human comprehension. As he backed away, he wondered if he had come too close to something that should have been left alone. White entity in woods. Curiosity leads us straight into the unknown, just like this man in this upcoming clip from 2023. He was exploring an abandoned building, recording as he went. Suddenly, a pale, ghostly figure appeared in a window, its long fingers stretching unnaturally on the side. In an instant, it leaped inside, and the camera fumbled, then cut off abruptly. Though the man survived, he shared his video online, leaving viewers to wonder. It could be a restless spirit drawn to visitors, a devilish creature lurking in forgotten places, or some unknown entity defending its lair. Haunted forest encounter. 2 men ventured into a forest known for its eerie legends, hoping to record a haunting. Suddenly, a kuntilanak, that is a ghostly figure from Indonesian lore, appeared, pale-faced, watching them. One man sensed an odd welcome, as if the spirit wanted to play. Ignoring the tension, they continued deeper, only to encounter something far more terrifying, a dark figure with 4 arms waving toward them with a haunting face and tangled hair. Realizing they'd gone too far, the men backed away, slowly wondering, was the kuntilanak summoning other spirits? What are your thoughts about this paranormal entity? Tall shadow. A father and son were out hunting in the woods when the unexpected happened. As they were focused on their target, the son turned to his father, pointing toward their car. They saw a tall, shadowy figure standing in front of a tree. The entity's features were obscured by the darkness, but the eerie presence of it sent chills down their spines. Suddenly, the video they were recording cut off, leaving the fate of the encounter unknown. This was a lost spirit wandering the woods, or something far more unknown. No one knows what truly happened next. Spirit in forest. Sometimes a single look can freeze you in fear, just like this man experienced on a solo camping trip near an old, abandoned shack deep in the forest. As night fell, he began recording the eerie silence around him. That's when he saw it, a figure draped in white, known as a pokong, with eyes that glowed an intense, unnatural white. It stood motionless, staring directly at him. People said this was a restless spirit tied to the forest, or a warning to leave. Some believe the pokong is a soul trapped in its burial shroud, while others wonder if the man was targeted by something darker. Visitor in cemetery. I never thought I would see a ghost on a sacred land, but here we are with this chilling live stream in which a man explored a cemetery, hoping to capture something paranormal. But what he found was far more terrifying than expected. A black-faced pokong, a ghost wrapped tightly in a burial shroud, standing ominously atop a tree in the cemetery's center. The figure remained silent, simply watching him. Muttering "Astagfirullah" under his breath, he struggled to stay focused, eyes fixed on the haunting visitor. This could be a restless supernatural force bound to the graveyard, or a warning to intruders who dare to disturb its peace. Abandoned building. What would you do if you weren't alone in an empty place? During a live stream in an abandoned building, a ghost hunter encountered the horned figures looming on the restroom wall, their forms clearly visible and watching him. Despite the fear, he went near to make contact, but before he could get closer, another shadowy figure appeared beside him. Experts said these entities were ghosts tied to the building, or ancient spirits haunting the walls. Some said they might be demons bound to the abandoned site, while others think his fear may have conjured something darker. And yes, the mystery remains unsolved. Interview in cave.
You say Ratman?
A reporter ventured into a dark, eerie cave to interview a mysterious figure with a bizarre, unsettling appearance. As she began the interview, the man's mouth suddenly began releasing a strange, viscous substance while he had an unnerving, unnatural smile. His behavior was erratic, and his features twisted in ways that didn't seem human. In my opinion, this man was under some kind of curse, or something unknown had taken hold of him. Perhaps a disturbed soul, tortured by forces beyond understanding, was trying to communicate. It's hard to say, but whatever it wasn't normal.
You say Ratman?
Rest house window. In 2024, while a man was passing by a rest house deep in the woods, he spotted something chilling at the window. Peering through the glass was a creature with a bizarre face, its expression twisted and appearance unsettlingly unnatural. The man's heart raced as he tried to make sense of what he was seeing. Was this just a trick of the forest shadows, or something otherworldly? Well, this could be a supernatural being trapped between realms, or a ghostly figure left behind from another time. Perhaps it is a creature unknown to science lurking in the forest depths. Mysterious entity.
Who are you?
One evening, a man's car broke down on a road near a dense forest. He decided to rest, parked by the roadside, and fell asleep. But in the middle of the night, strange sounds awoke him, scratching noises coming from the side of his car. He grabbed his flashlight and moved it toward the window. He saw a whitish figure outside. Its face was terrifying, and it was talking to the man. This was maybe a lost soul reaching out, or something more disturbing. Leave your opinions below in the comments. Serpent Girl. What if the girl you knew came back as something else? This upcoming clip from Sonbhadra, Uttar Pradesh, surfaced online in 2023, showing a girl who had been missing for 3 months. When she returned, it wasn't the same girl her family remembered. Her movements were serpentine, twisting and writhing unnaturally. Her family, desperate for answers, reported it to the police. I think she was possessed by a spirit or cursed in some way. Perhaps the wilderness held some dark power that transformed her. Some believe she was taken by creatures from another realm, returning as something not entirely human. Well, I would love to hear your thoughts below. Ghostly daughter. One night, a woman went to check on her daughter. As she entered the room, she lifted the blanket and her daughter's face was transformed. Her skin was ghostly pale, her eyes white, and she sat near the bed as if waiting for her mother's arrival. Frozen with fear, the woman watched as her daughter stared blankly. Could the girl have been possessed by a wandering spirit, or was it a curse cast upon her in the night? Some suggest it might be a shadow from another realm taking her place temporarily, while others wonder if an ancient spirit had claimed her innocence. Well, I do believe so. Dancing entity. A bizarre clip surfaced, showing a woman in the middle of the road, moving in strange, unnatural ways, as if dancing to an invisible rhythm. The unsettling thing was that she appeared in 2 places at once, making it even more disturbing. Onlookers watched in confusion and fear, wondering if this woman had been possessed by a spirit, her body overtaken by an unseen force. Or maybe it was some sort of strange prank, carefully staged to confuse the witnesses. I guess it could be a psychological episode, while others think it was a supernatural occurrence. Doll in basement. Some sounds are better left unheard. Look for yourself. One night, a man heard strange noises coming from his basement. He cautiously went down to see, and in the dim light, he spotted an old doll on the ground. As he picked it up and moved to his side, he saw a ghostly figure with long black hair and a twisted, bizarre face in front of him. People thought maybe the doll was cursed, its spirit trapped within, or the man had accidentally disturbed something far darker, an entity that had been lurking, waiting for the right moment. Whatever the cause, the sight left him forever haunted by what he witnessed. Toy shop encounter. Imagine finding something otherworldly among shelves of toys. In October 2023, an eerie video surfaced online from a toy shop. Late one night, the shop's owner was locking up when he heard strange noises echoing through the toys. Returning inside, he spotted a terrifying ghostly form with blank white eyes and tangled hair obscuring its face. The figure was staring at him. Terrified, the man fled. I believe it could have been the spirit of someone tied to one of the antique toys, or perhaps an apparition conjured by the eerie atmosphere of the shop itself. Share your opinions below in the comments. Forest invasion. The creatures of the jungle aren't just legends. A group of friends camping deep in the jungle at night caught something terrifying on camera. While sitting around their campfire, they were suddenly attacked by a creature emitting a strange glow. The creature appeared somewhat human-like, but with one unsettling feature: its clawed hand, sharp and scary. As it lunged toward them, they screamed in fear, grabbing their belongings and fleeing the area. What could this creature be? Was it an apparition moving in the jungle, or something more alarming? Some believe it might be a long-forgotten entity, while others suggest it could be a creature known to native tribes. Either way, it left them shaken in fear. A nightmare. In a chilling security camera clip from a couple's bedroom, a woman suddenly began moving in unnatural, disturbing ways. Her body was bent as if it was controlled by an unseen force. She lay on the floor, her movements were bizarre and eerie, suggesting something far beyond normal human control. Was she possessed by a spirit trying to communicate or take control of her body? Some speculate it could be a demonic force, while others believe it could be a psychological or medical condition causing her body to move involuntarily. The video leaves many possibilities open, but one thing is clear: it was something terrifying. Exorcism in Mexico. This disturbing footage from Mexico showed priests performing an exorcism on a girl. She was confined in a cage made of wire, her body covered in a dark, sticky substance. The priests, claiming she was possessed by an evil spirit, began the ritual as she convulsed on the ground, doing strange movements and unnatural behavior. Was this truly a case of demonic possession, or were the priests intentionally manipulating her for some darker purpose? Some believed they used fear and control to create a horrifying performance, while others wondered if the girl's condition was psychological, aggravated by the priest's harsh methods. Hand and ground. Two Arab men exploring a hilly cave never expected what they encountered in 2014. While doing a search inside, they turned around and found a black hand emerging from the ground, pointing directly at them. As the hand hovered in the air, the men chanted prayers, invoking sacred words to protect themselves. The hand seemed to reach for them. In a panic, they sprayed holy water toward it. Miraculously, the hand recoiled and vanished back into the earth. This could be a spiritual force trying to communicate. The strange encounter left them with more questions than answers. Werewolf? Where's this video from and how true is it? I can't confirm this for sure, but after watching this video, how much truth do you find in it? According to the video, a man has allegedly been captured in some place who can supposedly transform himself into a wolf man, a werewolf. This man, whose body is covered with thick hair and his face looks like a wolf's. It seemed people had locked him in a room. Due to the limited information available about the video, I can't tell you much more about it. But what do you think after watching this video? Is what you saw real, or is it a hoax? Let us know in the comments section. Entity on Rooftop. Some sights are best left unseen, but this man did not do it. Late at night, he was strolling outside his building when he caught a strange sight. On the edge of the opposite building's roof, a shadowy figure moved, pacing slowly and eerily close to the ledge. The figure's movements were unnatural, almost as if possessed by an unseen force. People believed this was an apparition bound to the building, replaying some tragic past, or it could have been a supernatural power taking control of it. Well, whatever it was, the sight left the man deeply unsettled, and so me. Woman on bench. In February 2022, a chilling sight was caught on camera in a park. A man strolling along spotted a woman dressed entirely in white sitting motionless on a bench. She had long hair with a shadowy appearance. She seemed out of place, as though she wasn't truly there. I think she was a ghost lingering with unfinished business, or perhaps a supernatural entity is drawn to the loneliness of the night. Some even wonder if she was an omen, waiting to deliver a message to those who dared to come close. What do you believe it was, and what was it doing there? Share your theories and thoughts in the comments. Possessed bicycle. Could this have been a haunted bicycle, cursed to move by itself, or was it a spirit taking the bike for a ride? Look and decide for yourself. A group of children were playing in the park when they noticed something strange, a bicycle moving on its own. It moved across the area as though someone was riding it, but no one was there. The spooky sight left the children frozen in fear, and they quickly ran away from the park, unsure of what they had just witnessed. Some skeptics suggest it was a remote-controlled prank, but no one could explain the incident that happened that day. Humanoid Monkey.
These are unique in the eyes of God.
Could this be the missing link between man and ape? Watch and decide. In 2024, a video surfaced online that showed a strange humanoid monkey captured by unknown individuals in an undisclosed area. The footage, leaked by an anonymous source, revealed the creature being held in a secret location where it appeared to be interrogated. The unsettling sight of its human-like features, combined with its primal nature, had people speculating that this could be proof of the theory that humans evolved from monkeys. Or was it a controversy? Some believe it's a breakthrough in human evolution, while others think it's just another case of manipulation.
These are unique in the eyes of God.
Unknown force. A chilling clip emerged showing a man on the gym floor, his movements erratic and unnatural. He dragged himself across the floor, his body contorting as if manipulated by an unseen force. His expressions were filled with fear, as though he had no control over his own limbs. The disturbing footage left viewers baffled. I think this could be an extreme case of a medical condition like a seizure or muscle spasms, or perhaps the man was experiencing something more supernatural like possession or a spiritual force taking control of his body. Some suggest it could be a mental breakdown or dissociative state. What do you believe about it? If something else lived inside your house, what would you do? This footage showed a girl moving through her house when she suddenly heard a strange sound coming from above. She looked up and saw a face peeking through a door wall. It was eerie, a pair of eyes staring back at her from the darkness. As she moved closer to look, the face vanished, leaving her frozen in fear. Was it a ghost watching her from above, or something even more unsettling? People believe it could be an entity trying to communicate, while others think it's an illusion or the result of a structural issue. But the girl's fear was undeniable, and the question remained what was really lurking in the ceiling. Ghost crossing road. I think some spirits are bound to wander the roads like the one in this upcoming clip. A man was driving home when he saw a ghostly figure, dressed entirely in white, appeared in the middle of the road. He quickly stopped the car and started recording. The figure moved calmly across the road, heading toward the bushes before vanishing into the darkness. Viewers said this was a spirit stuck between worlds, forever doomed to cross that road. Some believed it could be the soul of someone who met an untimely death on that very road. Others suggest it could be a residual haunting, replaying an old moment over and over. Unknown visitor. What if some spirits are still with us, unseen? A security camera captured something unsettling as a worker sat in his office, alone during his shift. He was seen talking to someone, even offering them a seat, though no one was there. His behavior seemed odd, as if he was in conversation with a presence only he could see. The camera recorded it all, but to the naked eye there was nothing but an empty room. This could have been a friendly spirit, perhaps a loved one or a lost friend visiting him. Some believe it could be a kind soul, keeping him company in the silence of the night. Others worry it could be something darker, an entity feeding off his energy. What do you think? Hair apparition? Some memories stay with you long after they end. In 2023, a chilling video surfaced online showing a man walking toward his house. As he neared the stairs, a dark figure with tangled black hair and an eerie dark body appeared. It was hard to tell if it was human or something else entirely. He panned his camera to capture it, and then, shockingly, it began floating down, coming toward him. As it reached him, the video cut off. People left wondering, was this a cursed human, a demonic creature? Or perhaps a figment of his imagination. Others swear it's proof of something far worse. Room apparition. A chilling clip surfaced, showing a girl entering her room in the dark. As she stepped in, her eyes locked on a face staring at her with glowing eyes. But she bravely turned on the lights, checking the entire room, and there was no one there. She claimed this wasn't the first time she had seen the same face staring at her many times before. Viewers said this could be an evil apparition, haunting her for unknown reasons. Or perhaps a restless spirit, seeking something from her. Some believe it's a malevolent entity trying to claim her energy. Whatever it is, the girl can't shake the feeling that something is watching her, waiting to return. Hallway encounter. A man was walking through his hallway late one night when he heard a strange scratching sound coming from the window. He turned and saw a hairless, pale head with big eyes staring back at him. Its skin was ghostly white and its eyes were dark and unblinking. Just as he gathered the courage to go near, the figure vanished without a trace. Some believe it was an alien studying him from afar. Others think it could be a ghostly spirit or a malevolent force. What do you think about it? Ghost or what? Imagine seeing something leave and then re-enter a person right in front of your eyes. This is what happened to this man. Two friends were caught on security camera arguing intensely on a road. Suddenly, after they separated, something dark and shadowy emerged from one of them, lingering in the air before slipping back into his body. Viewers watching the footage called it the work of a restless ghost or an evil spirit influencing the man's aggression. What do you believe the spirit's doing? Pushing him to act out, or it could have been something else entirely? Share your thoughts below. I never thought that one of the holiest places in the world could reveal something like this showed in this video from 2019. It was allegedly filmed in the Vatican, showing a woman in a plaid dress scaling a wall with one hand while dragging another person by the hair. The unnerving footage sparked theories of demonic possession, with experts like Catholic miracle researcher Michael O'Neill drawing connections to ancient exorcism accounts. Some argued the physical feat was beyond normal human capability, even with adrenaline. However, forensic analyst Michael Primo scrutinized the shadows and lighting, suggesting the video could be CGI altered. What do you think about it? It was a dark, silent road in 2019 until a shadow moved closer. The man, uneasy, pulled out his phone and switched on the torch. The beam revealed a figure draped in white, its face twisted with strange features and haunting eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. As the being got closer, the camera caught it moving in unnerving, erratic ways, like a glitch in reality. And then the video cut off. No one knows what happened after that, but the man was not seen again. Some viewers say it was a demon, while others think it could be a killer. Dark visitor. A peekaboo moment was captured on camera when a woman was playing with her children, and an unsettling sight emerged. A dark face peeking from the corner of the door. Watching them, she noticed a strange presence and carefully picked up her youngest and went to see. But as she neared, the figure vanished, and the door suddenly slammed shut, and one of her children left inside, terrified. Panicked, she tried to open the door but found nothing but an empty room. What was this eerie visitor? Some say it could have been a shadow spirit, a harmless passerby, but others think it might have been something darker, moving just beyond the light. Cave's unknown entity. A woman was exploring the cave when something strange happened and she fell unconscious. The moment she woke up, this happened. A man struggling nearby with a bizarre creature coming toward him. It had a face like nothing human, with a long, beak-like nose and fingers tipped with metallic claws. Crawling on all fours, it moved to the man before the recording abruptly cut off. Could this have been an ancient spirit guarding the cave, disturbed by their presence? Some think it might have been a cursed being, drawn to the living, or perhaps it was a creature from another realm, guarding secrets unknown to us. Share your thoughts below in the comments. Soul in Morg. The camera caught something the eyes couldn't see. This clip from a morgue security camera surfaced online in 2014. It showed something impossible. That was a shadowy figure slowly rising from a deceased body. It was a dark, shadowy shape that seemed to drift upward, disappearing into the air. The moment was unsettling, and many wondered if this was truly the soul leaving the body, captured by the camera's lens, or was it a clever trick, a setup meant to deceive? Some say it's proof of life after death, while others think it was manipulated for fear or fame. What do you think? Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Mystery of preserved remains. In this unexpected clip, a casket was exhumed after 30 years, with its burial vault deteriorated and filled with groundwater. When drained, the remains were astonishingly well preserved. Experts suggested several theories for this unusual state. Some said that the low oxygen levels in the waterlogged vault could have slowed decomposition, acting like a natural preservative. Others thought minerals in the groundwater might have helped preserve the body, creating a barrier that repelled bacteria. Or could it be the result of an unusual process? The mystery left us with questions about what nature and time can really do. Watcher and ceiling. Sometimes the quietest places hide the loudest mysteries. While cleaning her house, a girl heard a loud crack above her. When she looked up, she noticed the ceiling breaking apart, and then from a little space, a pair of eyes staring right back at her. She dropped her camera and bolted from the room. What could it have been? Some think it's the spirit of a past tenant watching from its hidden perch, unwilling to leave the home. Others wonder if it was a physical intruder, hiding in the crawl space. I believe in this spirit theory. Where do you fall? Casket secret. In moments of farewell, the unseen revealed itself. Look for yourself. During a funeral gathering, a camera captured something chilling over the casket. A strange web-like formation seemed to pulse, almost alive, and it was resting atop the casket's lid. Just then, a curious child reached out, lightly touching it, and the spider web moved before disappearing into the casket. What was this eerie phenomenon? Some suggested it was a lost soul, drawn to the physical world in its final moments. Others wonder if it was an energy caught between realms, seeking release. Regardless, the sight left an unsettling question. Was the spirit truly at rest? Open discussion. This clip from 2020 at an Ohio park where a man was recording his children playing. Laughter filled the air until his son said, "Dad, look at her." The man turned. He was stunned to see a strange humanoid figure with long, tangled black hair covering its face was pulling his daughter with an unnaturally long arm. He froze, but his daughter broke free and dashed back to him. Before he could react, the figure disappeared behind a nearby bush, leaving nothing but questions in its wake. What was that eerie apparition lurking in the park? A ghost, an evil spirit, or something more disturbing? To this day, no one knows for sure. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends, and leave a comment about your best part. I'll see you again with another WoW video. Till then, enjoy watching this next video. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments, and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again,